Hey guys, so I can't.
Giggles, it's just that they
I know.
Nervous energy.
Alright, let's do this. Hey guys, so I have my mama back for another video. She's up here visiting, so I thought this was the perfect opportunity to sit here in front of the camera and tell another weird story for you guys, especially since Halloween is only in a few days. The one that she's going to be sharing with you today, I briefly mentioned in my last video. It's a short story, but it is really weird, and everybody said that they really wanted to hear it. It has to do with a haunted hotel, a very famous haunted hotel, which is the Stanley Hotel. If you don't know what the Stanley Hotel is, it is a hotel in Colorado where Stephen King got the inspiration while he was staying there to write the book The Shining. So yes, it's a creepy place. Stephen King got the inspiration for the book based on all these strange things that happened in this hotel. A ton of celebrities have stayed there also, even including Jim Carrey during the filming of the first Dumb and Dumber movie. And he stayed in one of the most supposed haunted rooms in the entire hotel, which is room 217. Him and his girlfriend at the time were staying in the room, and after a few hours he fled the hotel in fear, and he never really told anybody what had happened to him that night, but I'm guessing some weird shit went down basically. So she stayed there not long ago and had a very strange experience. Also, my cousin lives in Colorado and she had been to the hotel before and stayed there, and my cousin's kind of a skeptic. She doesn't really believe in that type of stuff, but she even had a weird night there. What happened with her?
Yeah, my cousins and my aunt had stayed there a few years ago. Not a whole lot of stuff happened, but they heard banging on the wall in the nighttime. It sounded like someone was banging on, the wall on the side, and the thing of it was they were at the end of the hotel, like the very last room, so there was nothing there but no other room on the side of that room, but there was banging coming from... Sound like someone on the other side of the wall, but they were at the end of the hotel. So, there was nothing there but outside wall and nothing else. Yeah. And that's the only thing that happened to them. It's weird.
Yeah, she's a skeptic, but she even was like, there was no way to explain that, so I don't know what caused that. But you went there a few months ago, and...
Yes, I went there to visit her a few months ago, and I'd always wanted to see the Stanley Hotel, and so we decided to go stay there for a night. It's a beautiful place. I loved it. Had a great time.
They took you on a tour, right?
Yeah, we went on a ghost tour. That's when they told us about Jim Carrey and what happened to him, which was crazy. So yeah, we stayed there for the night, and we just had our drinks and went to the bar and ate dinner and stuff. So we went upstairs later, to go to bed, and so we went to bed fairly late and laid down, went to sleep, and at about it was around 2:30 in the morning, we were both fast asleep. I got woken up by a sound, and it was weird. It sounded like a woman crying. It was like and so I sat up in the bed, and I was like, okay, well, I'm just probably hearing things like, maybe I was dreaming. I don't know if I was dreaming, what was going on. So, I sat up kind of freaked out, and I looked over at her, and she was fast asleep, didn't hear anything. So about 5 seconds later, I'm sitting up in bed. I heard it again.
Sounded like it was coming from the bathroom.
Yes, it sounded like, over by in the corner. Like you had the bathroom, then had this like armoire thing, and then there was like a corner. And right by the corner there was a table that has like the coffee and stuff like you get in a hotel. But it sounded like it was coming from that corner. So I'm sitting there in bed, and right after the second time I heard that, sound like a woman crying. Right after that, I heard a boom like that. And so I was like, oh my gosh. So I turned over to Michelle and I said, and the same time I said this, my cousin, same time as I got ready to say, did you just hear that? Her phone went off. It was her daughter texting her. I said, did you just hear that? And she said, no. What? And she said, my phone? I said, no. And I told her what I had heard. And she said, no, I didn't hear anything at all. She said until, her phone was like right there by her. She said until she texted me and my phone went off, I didn't hear anything. So I said, I know what I heard, and I told her what it would sound like a woman crying, sound like it was over in the corner. And then right after that, I heard that boom. It sounded like something had fallen in the corner. So of course we're sitting there like, okay. I said it couldn't have been coming from anywhere else. It was in this room. So I had to get up and go to the bathroom. That was fun. So I had to like fly off the bed, go to the bathroom, came back, jumped in the bed. I went back to sleep and finally, so, got up in the morning and I went to go check and just see, like over in the corner, if something had really fallen. Nothing was out of place. Everything was still on the table the way it was. The coffee, the coffee pot, everything on the table was totally like, it was before. So nothing fell. And so, yeah, that's what happened. And I can't explain it. I know what I heard. And, yeah, they have a picture of a lady out there in the hallway, and she's one of the ghosts that haunt the hotel. So
Who's a ghost? Yeah, that people say haunt the
yeah,
hotel.
that haunt the hotel. So I don't know who it was. I know what I heard, and it was definitely coming from the room.
That's the weird thing, is that her picture is in the hallway, and she's a supposed spirit of the hotel, and you heard a woman crying.
Yes, it was a woman's voice, and it was a woman crying, and it was coming from the room. Freaked me out a little bit.
I think it's just crazy because this is such a famous hotel.
Yes.
It is, and there's so many YouTube videos on YouTube about this hotel, and I think it's cool that I actually know somebody who had an experience at it. I definitely want to stay there when I go to Colorado, because I'm planning on visiting Colorado. So
you should.
I'm kind of freaked out if I'm gonna have an experience or
I
not.
can explain it.
I just wanted to share that little story with you guys because you guys really wanted to hear it. So it wasn't long, but it is really weird. So I hope you guys enjoyed that, and I hope you guys have a really good Halloween, and all my social media links are down below, and if you're not already, make sure to subscribe and like and any of that good stuff, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Bye. Happy Halloween.